Leadership. Catalyzed. Pillars.
We are back. It's time to engage with you. We want to hear from you. We have been having Pastor Peter for the last 3 weeks. Today is not his last on the show here. He is a servant in the house. He will come back again. But today, he has presented to us stock taking and the concerns around stock taking. I believe your mind has been somehow enlarged or expanded. Now you see, it's not about money. It's not just about time. It's about everything. I left a question: what do you have? I'm asking myself, what do I really have? I have a life. Now I'm on the 6th floor. Sooner than later, I'll be climbing the 7th floor. So I'll be claiming more than 70 years given to me. And I believe God will excuse me, exempt me from accounting for my years before I got born again. In the things I used to do, have been forgiven, because most of them were not good. But concerning those good things I received in life, again, I still have to account. He saved me with my 10 fingers. I used them to play the guitar, martial arts, draw pictures, and sometimes do other things, bad things. Now, I have the same set of fingers, and I'm using them wonderfully. And I can account for that. I can account for my time. I can account for the things I know He has given me. He has given me a family. It's my responsibility to present this family before Him intact. Those who are not yet up to the game, it's my responsibility, because I'm not yet dead. And when I die, I have to leave some kind of path that when they begin to falter in their way, at least they can retract and say, Mzee did this. He did it this way. We can follow his ways because they lead in good life. What do you have? I have money. I have property. I have friends. I have relationships. All those are God-given. You are not born with any. And I swear you are not going with any. But they are given to you for utilization in space of time. And if you don't know what you have, you will abuse it. When you don't know what you have, I've seen it from experience, you end up abusing it and you losing it, and getting it back could be a little bit hard to have them again. What do you have? Peter, before we open up the lines, that's the question. You don't have to answer the question. But if you feel you have something you want to also to offer to the audience, some nugget, give it to them. Then after that, we open the lines and we see who wants to engage.
I think like you're rightly saying, what do you have? But it is what else don't you have? Yes. When you do stock taking, then you see what you have and what you don't have. So that you work towards achieving what you don't have, so that you can have a balanced life. Yes. So it's not only what you have, but even what you don't have. So you don't have knowledge, you can do a stock taking about it and find knowledge. So it is very important. So I was saying that we can do stock taking. Technology has advanced, software, things people, companies against
the world is brought here in
because of technology. You can try to advance to stock taking. Mwana gwe jangu wano abana bajja kugenda ku masomero tojja kumuyita nga buli dakiika
mwana gwe jangu isimu yange nteerako ssente zino ku mobile money.
So do stock taking of yourself, equip yourself and get familiar with technology. Then at our workplace or marketplaces, take stock. Biki ebikugasa, biki byogasiza kampani, biki ebibulawo. Osobola okugenda wa mukama wo n'omugamba ati bwe nabadde ndowooza, I think kintu kikola bubi, kintu kitereeza. Ajja kusiima nnyo okusinga bwe munaabeera mu corridor, and then you are one of the people that lead such groups that are gossiping about what things are not, how things are not
about all
right.
The wrong things.
Yes. Then be bold enough, take stock, because you have the knowledge, you have the information, walk right to your leader. Bayinza okuba tebamanyi nga tebanneekolako stock taking. Umugambi, if we do ABCD, this company can become a better company. So you can do that. Then maybe lastly but not least, ministry, the church. When do ekyawandikwa kitwagize ekya ngero ndoza
27
ndi mfumo okumanya embeera y'ekisibo kyo. You need to take stock. Tokunganya abantu. Manya abantu bano boyina.
Oli omusumba omulumi baga nti mubwebula ku 9 ku 10 amanya. Naye fe abamu n'omunaana guyinza okubula tamanya.
Kano kankogere, let's take records. Tuyinamu abakyala bameka, abaana bameka, bani abakola.
Bakola
byenkana ki? Oluusi tugamba obuweereza tetufuna ate muli ssente. Tetwagala kujja bujja abantu bajja mu ssente. But take time to find out. There are resources Katonda abaleese. You banya take stock abasajja bali bameka, abafumbo bali bameka, abavubuka bali bameka. Then you can be able to manage.
Musabira mbaga mulagula mbaga naye abawala baliwo babiri bokka ate abasajja abawasa tebaliwo.
So it is very important ekyo nayo kikulu nnyo n'olwekyo nti bwe twogera ebintu bino bintu bikulu ddala alooza bakolinsa ekisooka 14:28 tutera okulwogera nga tugenda ku mmeeza ya mukama waffe nti buli omu yeekebere yekka okulaba oba ogwanidde
okukola ekyo kyogenda okukola.
Weekebere. I can stop at that. Self-examine yourself to see if you qualify. Kyonna. Is okuba mirimu, you're preparing yourself for an interview. Examine yourself. Buuza. Tegeera. Then ebintu ebimu, some of us have missed on opportunities and then we've blamed God, we've blamed others but not ourselves. But did you sit down to see how your CV looks like? Before you presented it, pano jogenda okutulako tekuli kojjaawo tekuli
nebwabaako company siye newe banga yiye tayagala egwe ku lulwo.
So let us examine ourselves. Kintu kikulu nnyo ndowooza I don't know last time y'amasimu etuuse
bagatuze screen batereka amasimu ago abantu bagenda kutandika kuwa twagaggulawo. And
I believe nga Paulo bwagamba mbu Filipi 3:8 nti I consider all things a loss. He took stock.
N'alaba byetise kyenfuma byaga ekisawo kye nga kirimu ebintu ebitakola nkola. Essimu ziri awo ku screen kozesa emu kweza okube mu studio wano kasita tukwata. Once we say hello then you are on. What you do next, at least switch off your volume on the TV set so that we avoid feedback and say what you have to say. We are listening in. Pick up the callers, use those numbers. When we pick you and we say hello, next thing you do is reduce your volume or distance yourself from the TV set so that we avoid the feedback experience. It's not a good thing. And then say your points. Whether we are responding or not, we are giving you that space that you may talk. We are waiting for your phone calls because it is important for us to know our tracking, whether we are reaching into somebody or whether changing somebody or somebody is stuck and resisting. The numbers are there. If you know my WhatsApp number, please, you can use it also to send me a WhatsApp message on my phone and I'll check it and I'll read it here. Because your communication, your contribution is important to us and the other people who are listening and viewing at the same time with you. The numbers are there on the screen. Ntegeddeko kino obadde ng'oyogera bw'otandika okutegeera by'otolina n'omanya by'olina osobola okukyusa mu bino by'olina n'ofuna ky'otolina. Wano twalina mu biseera by'amini twalina eŋŋombe egamba nti seera ky'olina bakuseera eky'otolina. Enkola erimu nga ya butter trade. Kozesa ky'olina okufuna ky'otolina. Oba olina amagezi nga tolina ssente, kozesa amagezi go gakuleetere ku ssente. Kola ku bizibu by'abantu, abantu bajja kuwa bizinesi. Essimu ziri ku screen, tukubire tunyumye oba weereza text tulabe ekigenda mu maaso. Peter, nja kutawanya nga bamaze kunga nti wali essimu.
Kale mbadde njogera ku Bafilipi 3:8 Paulo wagamba nti I consider all things loss. Yatuula n'alabanga byonna mpitambi kimu ku kimu mu kisawo n'atandika okujjamu
obufalisaayo
n'ajjamu
amateeka
n'ajjamu
Obukambwe
n'abijjamu
obwa Nalukalala
n'abijjamu
ebbaluwa ennene
so naawe osobola okwekolamu ka stock taking awo
ng'alabye ate tasula busuuzi bitaliga naye ng'alabye
nga waliwo
ebyomuwendo
ekyomuwendo
ate sipeesi yemu webiteeka okutuula wakyaliwo gasiya
era agamba nti olwa Kristo kubanga that is more precious, that is more valuable, that is more fulfilling. Kyokola bino yabitoolamu bino bigende so mu stock taking olina byojja okutwala okusuula okuyetinga espace yaki
ey'ebirala biyingirewo
bantu batera obyogera well kisinzirawo oyagamba otajjaawo ekyo mukama tajja kuwaki kirala engato zigize ate tozijjaawo tezijja kutuuka kati space y'ebirala binejjawa oluusi ennyumba ze tulimu nfunda ate tuganya okugjawo ebintu ebimu so tukiryalinge old stock so that we can get something new. So Paulo kyatugamba awo nti Bafilipi 3:8 nti byonna byonna yabiraba nga tebiriimu. So ndowooza nti era ku Paulo oyo as we try to make a retrospect of this discussion Timotheo ekyokubiri essula 4 olw'omusanvu n'olw'omunaana nti nwanya okulwana okulungi. By the time yatuukira he was giving an account ng'amaze okukola stock taking ye n'agamba I've fought a good fight. Musajja gwe mukyala gwali come to a point wogambira I've fought
my good fight in a good way.
So you don't question his stock taking. Yali akikubye
tayogera bwogezi.
Yali akikubye.
And he's putting it on record. It is being read up to now.
And is awaiting for the crown. So yamala okulaba nga bino byonna
he had walked the full journey teyakoma wakati
abamu twagala batuuka abantu batusaasireko he carried his cross the moment he understood who Christ is. Paulo kyovolaba nagala nnyo obuvumu bwakozesa nga ne Petro oli wakunenya kuba ate mmwe mwali kumpi n'omusajja nze nzaze obuzinga omusowole
omwana omusowole kasowole
he wouldn't have been that strong but bwe yamala obitegeera n'akyuka because stock taking helps you to redefine yourself to rediscover yourself. Katonda tagenda kukolayo the new Wampamba and the old Wampamba the same Wampamba but he because munze wenzikiriza okunkolamu omulimu he begins help me drop kimu ku kimu kikye nagambye nti oli bwe yagamba abalokole mwavaako waya it is true eno yagenda negenda mu mwezi waya ezagenda tujuzaawo essanyu tujuzaawo emirembe tujuzaawo obutuukirivu tujuzaawo bintu bingi bitulamu oga wo kubanga jjukira this jacket is supposed to be the temple of the Holy Spirit. Kakati ate omwoyo omutukuvu anabeera atya omulika kikya. You must let go.
Nawe tosula wakyafu.
You must let go. Osobola okufuna emirembe. So the person you see transformed Katonda teyakolayo mulala yakyali gwe but kubanga okkiriza okukolamu omulimu okkiriza okwetowaza stock taking ekuyigiriza okwetowaza okwekkakkanya okulaba nga bakutoolako Nayamani bwe yali akyalaga obukungu bwe yakkiriza nti alina ekizibu kali akakozi kamugamba naga why kangende omukyalo yamugamba nti wagambe kulwa kitokola ekyo
abali abasajja bagenda nabo yagenda n'amaliifa gonna ne bamugamba nti nabbi teyavaayo na mu nnyumba yamugamba nti mugamba oyo agende mu Yorodani yenyike emirundi 7 ajja kutereera naga nti mu migga gyonna gyonna tulina waffe ekitimaani nani egy'omuwendo gano gayagadde nenyikemu n'ajaminga abasajja baga nti naye owa ekizibu kyo weekiri singa akugambye ekisinga kawo tewali kikoze gwoyagala nakkiriza gumu ate daba akkirira abala gumu ebiri singa akola mukaaga talongooka.
So stock taking really it is a discipline. Try to byogerako ebimu tubimanyi their life stories and experiences etuyiseemu tunogamba enough is enough, let me close this business nokkiriza painfully but it seems amasimu gaffe we may be having a problem but as and when they come in I wanted to probably draw a conclusion to the entire subject matter of discussion. Nagambirwa nti we don't have to wait for God to sense check you. Tetusaanye kulinda Katonda y'abantu bagula okumanya nti nno either twava dda ku mulamu oba ki. We have yatuwa amagezi n'atuwa omwoyo we okutuyamba okutulungamya mu kutegeera ebintu bino kubanga mugumiikiriza ekimala atuwa opportunity okulaba nga twekolamu omulimu. You have a message?
No.
Twekolemu omulimu. So do nagambi wano in conclusion, don't wait for God to sense check you. Do a self-evaluation, self-appraisal, which is stock taking.
Tolindira Katonda kunyenyanyenya. Gwe kenyini weekebere.
Olabenga
weewo obubonero nakyo si kibiwe kwaba muntu aganya okwesala ensobi enjerere weewo obubonero ate weesala emakisi eyo kibayita okukebera n'omanya byolina
ne byotalina okole ku byoyina obikuume byotalina ofuba okulaba nga obifuna
byolina nga bikyamu obijjemu ate byotolina nga bituufu osale amagezi okukola ki okubifuna
kubanga ekyo kikulu neŋŋamba so that you may appear as a good and faithful servant who qualifies to say well done, a pat on the back kubanga ojja kuba okoze bulungi.
Katonda yennyini wabanga yakoona kalagana you are good okoze bulungi. Ndowooza kabaka bwakusiima owulira nga otambulira ku mbere bw'ayogera ku linnya owulira nga oli wa kitalo. Pulezidenti bwakusiima owulira nga naye Katonda yennyini bwakwesiimira.
Mu company zetukola waliwo bagamba employee of the month, employee of the week, employee of the year. Era ne ulabanga oli wakabi
naffe tuyingira mu bifo byabwe tusanga n'ekifaananyi bakitimbye oyagala omunoonye mu buntu omulabe yaani ono gwe batadde wano
omuntu oyo aba yeekolamu omulimu yazuula mwenna muli bakozi but that person has done something extra so which is very important. So nze ndowooza stock taking is not about businesses, it's not about finances. We've talked about it is holistic. It covers all aspects of a human being, religiously, socially, or culturally. You look at things, you can weigh. No gamba me muganda but enzikiriza yange can outweigh this.
Yes.
Culture zimu no gamba norms zimu no gamba I don't do this, I don't do this. So that you can appear as a good and faithful servant who qualifies for well done my good and faithful servant. She Paulo kyetugambye nti byonna ebirabanga mpitambi kuba mu maaso ge yali alabayo engule emukoze eki emulindidde. They can't give you a crown mukoze majani tebajikuwa. You must qualify and present yourself as a good and faithful servant. As I conclude it is ndowooza mu Songs of Solomon essuula ey'okubiri 15 batugamba mutukwatire obube obuto bwe butta ensuku zaki z'emizabbibu. Check yourself. Obuze obwo obutintini kuyomba kugeya lugambo bichi bukodo mululu do a stock taking about yourself. Obijemu olabenga yo ojja kuwuka ojja kunyumirwa obulamu. I think we can speak and talk until the cows get home, but okwogera ebingi sikusinga musango, but I want to believe that twayetwogera n'abantu abategeera abalina amatu era tusaba busabi mukama atuyambe to walk the talk so that we can be good stewards at the end of the day okulaba nga tugasa ekkanisa tugasa eggwanga efamily zaffe n'organizations zetukuŋŋaanya wa zetubeera. Mzee
wangi
I want to hand it over.
Olimye ssebo okabadde n'okusimba n'osimba ate oli sofukiridde. I want to say this as we close, that life is the greatest business on earth. Living is the greatest challenge. It's the greatest business you ever handle in life. That is a business. Living is a business. Or life is a business. And you have to have merchandise that attracts relationships and other things to cause you to succeed and feel gratified in life that, well, I've lived my lease of life profitably. Waliwo abamu balina amaduuka mu kibuga muno mu kubira ndisanze agamu gagenda Kayondo Shoe Shop. Bakola mu biseera byabwe naye kati oyinza okubabuuza byalagawa kubanga bakola ne sitooko yaabwe neggweramu awo. Waliwo emmotoka ezimu ezitakyatunda kaakano naye bali abatandika companies ezo they are taking stock. Ezimu bazirikooli nagenda okujjawo nga bazifudde vintage cars. Now they have decided, make a decision that we are no longer producing these cars. Oyinza okuba nga okyayagala Datsun 1600 SSSS naye it's no longer in production. They took stock and they saw what is not going. Recently Air India a Boeing 787 crashed and they are investigating why these multiple causes. Then they are going to take stock and one day they are going to close that chapter and say this is not productive. Now in your life you have been in marriage 20 years, take stock. You have been doing business 40 years, take stock. Where are you now? What do you have? What are you using it for? How is it benefiting you? If it's no longer serving the good purposes you intended, why don't you discard it? I was a musician. I loved my guitar with all my heart. I could forfeit food and other things just for my guitar. But when I met Christ, I made a decision. I still love my guitar. But in stock taking, I've found that the most valuable time I should give it to God. He can use my guitar because he uses it, but not as much as I wanted to use it. So I don't get preoccupied with guitars, though I love them. But in stock taking, I've learned the balance. Thank you so much, Peter, for helping us to achieve this kind of understanding. And I want to share that this is what we want to achieve in leadership. We are tired of talking about leadership and people flank immediately to politics. You see in Kampala now, the entire city is filled with posters of those aspiring to be leaders, but they don't have a sense of leadership. I'm saying this because I know. I've grown up with them. Some of them have never even been under fatherhood. They have never been fathered, but they want to lead. Some of them do not even run a business, but they want to start with us. We are trying to say that it's okay. You go up and want to be a leader, do something, lead somewhere. But are you being groomed? Have you been groomed in the science of leadership? Do you understand it's just administration, administrating resources? So you need to know where the resources are. Humans have resources, and humans are resources. You need to manage those resources. If you fail to manage them, you lose them. And when you lose them, you are going to be held accountable to God. Presidents are going to be called before God and say, I gave you Uganda for such a time. What happened? Omanyi mwalimu abanankani nga bantawanya, omanyi ate abanankani ebyo tebikola. He gave you those people, the millions you ruled over. You have to account. We are church leaders. We are going to be accounting for the members. We are family leaders. We are going to account. We are stewards of plots, of money, of gifts, and we are going to account for every one of those. Now we come to the end of this show today. It has been wonderful to have you, Peter. And I'm honored to have your time to spare it for this audience, which he does not see. You don't see, but he sees you. And please, if you want to enjoy more of this talk, go to Pillars, go to our YouTube channel, punch in Pillars, and you have access to all these programs. And you review them and learn many things that have not been covered in this very episode. And on every Tuesday evening at 10
p.m.
there is a replay of this program, and on every Wednesday at 10 a.m. there is a replay on TV, Spirit TV. Please, I invite you to go there and listen. Maybe also connect us to somebody else who may be needing this kind of material. So I want to wish you all well, and may God bless you until when we meet again next Sunday.
Discover the secrets to becoming an impactful leader in your family, community, and workplace. Pillars is not just a show, it's a movement. Till next Sunday, 7 p.m. here on Spirit TV, a place for you.